right, so the Ballon d'Or candidates are out. The names have been revealed. So who do we think is taking it?
Hey man, the Arsenal fan in me wants to go ahead and shout out Odegaard, but unfortunately, there's no way.
Man.
There's no way.
Give it a rest.
No. Relax. I'm not shameless.
Okay, I was about to say you Arsenal fans.
I'm not shameless. Whoa, relax. I'm not shameless. I'm not deluded. No, actually, I know I hate canonically. By the way, this is a bit of lore. We have a massive hatred of Real Madrid here.
Yeah, we don't like Real Madrid.
We don't like Real Madrid at all. We respect them.
We don't like. We have to, but like them, we don't have to like them.
No.
We don't like them.
And I hate to give credit to a Real Madrid player, but for me personally, while I do know that the PR stunts are all gonna go in the way of Rodrigo Hanach
and Bellingham
and Jude Bellingham, I personally would love to give a nice little shout to Dani Carvajal. Yeah?
Yeah, he's a solid shot.
All conquering right back. I mean, the guy won the Champions League. The guy won the European Championships. The guy won La Liga. He was part of one of the most dominant Real Madrid sides. Still doing it. I mean, he scored a goal in the Champions League final, if I'm not mistaken. And he had a massive contribution. Like, you saw the drop-off that was there when he wasn't playing in the Euros. There was one match that he didn't play.
He missed the semis, didn't he?
Yeah, he missed the semis.
Yeah.
And that was against...
What was it against?
Is that not Germany? No, it was France.
I believe.
Yes, it was France. The semi-final was France. And you kind of saw, it was like, oh yeah, no, there was a threat down our down the Spanish right-hand side. By the way, another little piece of lore. I'm a Spain fan. But yeah, La Roja were not as defensively resolute down that right-hand side, massively because Dani Carvajal was just not there.
There's something about having Carvajal in your team where you expect to win. You understand? He's just got that effect on a team. Doesn't he have like 6 Champions Leagues?
I think it's more of a Real Madrid effect, I'm not going to lie, because you just feel more assured when you have a former Real Madrid player in your midst. I'm sure maybe the PSG players did not quite experience that so much with Sergio Ramos, but I mean, Manchester United felt imperious for a good season with Casemiro in their ranks.
Okay, you know what? Dani Carvajal is a fair shout. Like you said, he won the Champions League, scoring in the final. He won the league, and he won the European Championships. But what about Rodri? I think Rodri is a fair shot as well. Like, there was a record out. I'm not quite sure. But City they hardly lose when Rodrigo's playing. When Rodri's playing, City tend to win. You understand? And he won the Premier League. Was the 4th time in a row? Although it is an annual award, so you have to only consider what they did that year. He won the league. Wasn't he the European Championship player of the tournament?
Yes, he was.
Yeah, I think Rodri is a fair shot. I
personally have an agenda there because I don't think Rodri should have gotten the player of the tournament because he went off in that Euro 2024 final, and Zubamendi came on and there was no drop off. Quite literally. I was taking a look at the tournament. Take a look at the players that made Spain tick. You have Lamine Yamal, who was absolutely amazing. Yeah. You had Nico Williams, who was absolutely imperious. You had Morata, who did his thing. Ferran Torres came in every so often, did his thing and whatnot. You had the midfield of Fabian Ruiz, Dani Olmo, Pedri Gonzalez. You had, all of your centre backs, Robin Lenormand and Emerick Laporte, 2 Frenchmen playing for Spain as centre back. You had the left back. I forgot who was playing left back. But you also had Unai Simon. Yeah. Left back for Spain.
Cucurella,
yes. You had Cucurella, yes. But like, how do I put it? The player that had the most significant drop off when they had to be replaced in that Spain side was Dani Carvajal. So for me personally, that shows something.
Yeah, look, I'm leaning more towards your side. I think Dani Carvajal is a solid shout. I think I might even make him the favorite. Well, like, he's probably not going to win it, but
He
I would-
deserves it the most.
I think he deserves it the most. You made a very solid case. What about Lautaro Martinez?
He's been good. I mean,
They say he was
top
the
scorer in Serie A. He
scorer
won
for Copa
the
America.
Scudetto. Top scorer in Copa America. He won the Copa America.
was player of
Player
of the tournament for Serie A
Yeah.
and player of the tournament for the Copa America.
So you can imagine he definitely had a very huge
I
impact
think he scored
for
over 30
Argentina.
goals. I might be wrong.
In all competitions, sure, he scored 24 in Serie A though. Yeah, but he's definitely had a really good year. I don't think because of the nature of
35
Copa
goals and 8
America.
assists.
Yeah, I don't think because of the nature of Copa America, I don't think that he'll necessarily get the kind of PR that you're going to get from the European counterparts. So Rodri's going to get a lot of PR. Vini is going to get a lot of PR, even though he did nothing internationally.
Yeah, he absolutely did.
And I mean, you're going to get a lot of PR for Carvajal. Well, okay, you're going to get a little bit of PR. I feel like we need more PR for these defenders. Personally, start a campaign. More defenders should get their props in the Ballon d'Or rankings.
Yeah,
but anyway,
sure.
Apart from that though, yeah, like he doesn't have the European PR going for him, but he's been absolutely amazing. Honestly, he's got as much of a shot as Rodri does for the Ballon d'Or, personally, on merit alone.
And we're talking about
Lautaro
Martinez, yeah.
Yeah.
No, Martinez definitely is a solid shout. Who else? Who else can we think of? Bellingham, I don't know. I think the Euros, he didn't really have a very great tournament. Yeah, he scored that overhead kick.
He's a moments player.
Yeah,
Well, he's not just a moments player. He does a lot of things really good. I mean, okay, so clarification, a lot of people go ahead and say, oh, based on the eye test, oh no, Jude Bellingham is not a baller, Jude Bellingham is not a baller. What he has, and people don't really clock this, it's something that can't easily be measured or tracked. His game intelligence and game management, knowing to pick up the right areas in different phases of play, knowing how to be, and he does participate in his physical duels. He does put up good passes. He does do a whole lot of flashy things in key moments. But the stuff that he doesn't do when he's not looking flashy, according to the eye test merchants, is oftentimes, being intelligent and doing stuff that can't usually be tracked because, oh yeah, no, he's not doing the flashy stuff on the ball like an Iniesta would, or like an Andrea Pirlo would, or a Zinedine Zidane would. He's not those guys, but he's efficient. He's European.
Off the ball, I feel like he does a lot. He's very active in like ball recovery. Like you can see he's always trying to win the ball back. Like off the ball, I give him a lot of credit.
It's the same. How do I put it? There's an agenda that people talk about. They're like, oh yeah, no, they love to hate on this player, and it's Bukayo Saka. And for me, I'm like, listen, you can hate on Bukayo Saka all you want, but for me personally, the thing that makes Bukayo Saka cut above a whole lot of footballers is the fact that he's so efficient. In every single action, he makes almost the right decision. It's the same thing with Jude Bellingham. Jude Bellingham is very much an intelligent player. Sure, it may not have quite so well shown in the Euros especially, but well, when you're playing in a dysfunctional side, it's kind of hard to, display your intelligence, your football intelligence in a side like that. But for Real Madrid, he shows that game in, game out, how intelligent of a footballer he is.
Yes. So is there anyone we're leaving out? I'm thinking now. Who are we leaving out?
It's the first year we've never had a discussion with Messi or Cristiano
Ronaldo.
Neither of them are in the list, the provisional list.
And rightfully so, I think.
Yeah, no, rightfully so. I mean, they're not playing in Europe. This is an award for players that are playing in Europe. So explicitly speaking, according to the rules, they shouldn't be eligible for it, and they aren't.
Also, like it's a rule that you have to be a European.
No, you have to be playing in Europe.
You have to be playing in Europe.
Initially the rule was that you had to be a European player, and then they extended it to say anybody playing in Europe. Now they're specifically saying, not just Europeans playing in Europe, not just people.
I thought it was like a
people playing in Europe or Europeans. It's just people playing in Europe. That's why
like a global thing.
No, it's not a global thing. The only global award individually is FIFA's Best Player of the Year.
Yeah, okay. But I think we can both agree that I mean, playing in the MLS, I mean, that defending is shocking. That defending is shocking.
You want to talk
And then-
about defending? Talk about the Saudi Pro League.
And the Saudi Pro League also. No, Messi and Ronaldo, they've had their time in the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I think
time. It's time.
yeah.
It's all good. You know what? No,
They did their thing.
we give. And by the way, we give tribute to our legends. I'm not even gonna go ahead and talk about the whole GOAT debate thing.
Yeah.
All I'm gonna say is let's actually go ahead and appreciate the fact that we got to live for so long, witnessing two of the greatest football players gracing the same era of football. We're never gonna get that again.
Like, I rate it as the best rivalry in sport.
Yeah.
In sport, their rivalry was the best in sport.
I mean, how many other rivalries do we get? We never really had a rivalry for that long in basketball that I can think of, in rugby that I can think of,
Yeah.
in Formula One that I can think of.
Like Messi
in-
versus
in,
Ronaldo. Like,
so many.
Even if there are other rivalries, but Messi versus Ronaldo divides families, man.
The only one I can think of that comes close, maybe, is the three-way rivalry between Nadal, Federer, Djokovic.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. But other than that, literally, Messi and Ronaldo, and I think it got even more personal because they played in Spain for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And the fact that one has 5, one has 8, it really, there's not that much to separate them.
They were at the top of their game for so long. They were collectively at their top of the game, so far ahead of their peers.
Yeah.
I mean,
They had that award on lock.
literally, it went from a discussion of who's going to win the Ballon d'Or to who's going to finish third.
Yeah.
It was literally the question of the top two was fixed for so long.
Yeah.
And yet now all of a sudden the race opens up. And by the way, actually, on this whole thing of, oh, football's gone down. Quality of football has gone down. There are a lot of people who have gone ahead and said, oh yeah, no, take a look at the Ballon d'Or candidates, look at their GA and whatnot. Oh, football's declined. If you take a look at the Ballon d'Or candidates before Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo started winning, I think, was it Shevchenko? Or was it, who won 2007?
Kaká.
Yeah. When Kaká won it, his numbers were comparative to someone like Vinny and like Jude Bellingham. So it's not even that, oh yeah, no, football's been ruined and whatnot. Our view of football has changed so much because of two paradigm shifting footballers.
Yeah.
So it's going to take a while for the eye test merchants to adjust and go ahead and see. One thing I will say, although, is we are missing, the artistry and the beauty and the improvisation in football. But one thing that we aren't lacking is output. Players are still putting in output.
Yeah. All right. That's it for that topic. You guys let us know who should win the Ballon d'Or. Is it Rodri? Is it Carvajal? Is it Bellingham?
Is it someone
Vinny?
else?
Is it Lautaro Martinez? You guys let us know. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers.